You're fucking kidding me. Just looks so tough. Wow. Unbelievable.
Mattress Firm, we're confident we'll match you with the right bed. You can take it home and sleep on it for 120 nights. Because
there is something happening in nature between 3:30 to 3:40. It's a very significant part of the time. And how do people start on this path? Because a lot of this makes sense to people, but in the world they live in, they don't know where to start. If I teach you a way where you can manage your chemistry the way you want, but we need 32 hours of focus time, do you think your life is valuable enough for that much investment? I'm asking. Yes. It's 32 hours of focus time. Every human being wants his life enhanced. If you don't show them proper ways to enhance, they will find shortcuts. See, a man who goes to the bar and a man who goes to a church or a temple or whatever, they're seeking the same thing. They're trying to enhance their life. Isn't it? If you do not show them a proper way, they will take whatever ways are available on the street, that's all. You want to go forward, but it sets you backward. Your intelligence is turned against you, that's all. If your intelligence was working for you, would you create blissfulness or misery? 80 to 85% of the population today is on alcohol or some kind of drug. We have come to a place where to grow our food, we need chemicals. To be healthful, we need chemicals. Today 70% of the population is on prescription medication of some sort. To be peaceful, we need chemicals. To be joyful, we need chemicals. To be ecstatic, of course, you have ecstasy. So we are going towards chemicals in a huge way. The water that you drink is full of chemicals, the air that you breathe is like that, and the food that you eat is like that. So if 90% of humanity goes into chemical consumption, consciously or unconsciously, they consume a lot of it, the next generation that we produce will be of a lesser quality than you are. That's the kind of issue. So right now, chemical is a net. It's not another trapeze. It's a net that you can fall into, and people experience their own little heaven. Well, it ruins you in so many ways. The important thing about life, whether it's a grasshopper out there or you, both of us are striving to be the fullest possible life that we can be. A grasshopper is trying to be a full-fledged grasshopper. A human being is trying to be a full-fledged human being. similarly for a human being, if you take away any of his faculties in any way,
Seven spiritual meanings of waking up at 3 a.m. every night. The time when you wake up has a significant role to play in your life when you're awake. Waking up by 3 a.m. every night has a lot of spiritual meaning because at 3 a.m. is the time when the veil is the thinnest. This means that at this time, so many communications ensue between the humans and spirits. So, if you see yourself waking up by this time, you should count yourself as lucky. Here are 7 spiritual meanings of waking up at 3 a.m. every night. But as usual, guys, I hope you can help this channel to gain more vibration by clicking that like button below, and do subscribe to this channel if you're new here. 1. A sign that you should take actions on your dreams. The number 3 symbolizes life and abundance. This, therefore, means that when you wake up continuously at 3 a.m. every day, it is a sign from your guardian angel that you're being encouraged to follow your dreams and aspirations. This might come from the recent thoughts you might have been having about what your life might be like if you had accomplished any of the things you had dreamed of achieving. When you start waking up by 3 a.m. every day, it is an excellent reminder that all you have to do is to take actions on your dreams and aspirations and leave the rest to God, because every abundance comes from Him alone. Seek the help of God, and He will surely provide. And the first step in taking action and making your dreams come true is to pray for God's help. 2. A baby will be born soon. Constant waking up by 3 a.m. can also signify the coming of a new baby. It is an excellent sign for every expectant parent to rejoice because a new life is about to be brought into the world. It can also happen when a woman is pregnant, especially when she is close to her date of delivery. She starts waking unexpectedly by 3 a.m. This shows that the coming of the baby is more intimate than expected. It is a sign that all preparations should be ready. This is also common with people trying to get pregnant. Once you begin to wake at that time of the day, it merely means that your prayers are about to be rewarded with a blessing. Also, you should know that your guardian wants you to know that they will protect this new life with the same amount of love they gave you. So you have nothing to worry about. 3. You are about to have a spiritual change. Suppose you have been seeking God's guidance in your life, or have been questioning your faith without much to show for your efforts. Waking up by 3 a.m. is a sign that you're about to have a spiritual encounter with the Supreme Being. So all you should do is pay attention carefully over the next couple of days or few weeks, because God is about to answer your prayers, and you never know how it will happen, because it can God always hears your prayers, but He might not answer them the way you had hoped He would. This spiritual experience will be what renews your faith in God and reminds you of His power. 4. Being hard on yourself. Waking up continuously at 3 a.m. could be a sign that you're too hard on yourself. It means that you're your worst critic, and you struggle with perfection. The level you have created for yourself and the people around you is extremely high. Because of this, when you or people are unable to achieve that set standard of yours, you become frustrated and angry with yourself. You see yourself as a failure and start losing faith in yourself. You are bothered when people don't do the things they promise or follow through on their commitments. For this reason, you have a hard time trusting others. People usually mean well, but deep in your heart, they will probably let you down. Waking up by 3 a.m. is a way that your guardian angel is trying to let you know that you're too hard on yourself and that you should probably take it easy on yourself. 5. You need guidance and direction. If you're beginning to experience a spiritual awakening, constantly waking up by 3 a.m. might be a sign that you're confused about how to go about the new phase of life you have started. Because a lot is still very new to you, and so you're waking up at a spiritual witching hour, not necessarily a bad thing, to absorb more of the information that you need. Therefore, it means that you're in present need of guidance and direction in this new path that you have started. All you have to do is to pray for God's divine direction and also seek people who have been in the same situation as you so that they can show you how they used to overcome the current situation you're experiencing at the moment. 6. Energies are trying to communicate with you. 3 a.m. is the time in the day during which the veil between dimensions is considerably at its lowest. So at this time, energies may be trying to communicate with you. These energies could be that of past loved ones or your guardian angels. It is also possible that you're now more sensitive to subtle energies. Your body is waking itself up when there is more happening in the physical world. What you have to do is to stay awake and write down any messages you receive or ideas that are collected in your head. 7. Sign of spiritual awakening. Waking up at 3 a.m. every day could also mean that you're about to experience a spiritual awakening. However, many people struggle with spiritual awakening. Waking up at 3 a.m. every day is not a common sign, but you have to watch out and know if you're experiencing other spiritual awakening signs. Such signs include having intense emotional experience, often out of nowhere, having harsh realizations about the nature of existence and yourself. Similar situations repeat, so you can react differently this time. Consciously realizing that you need to get your life together and that you want to make a dangerous change. Feeling uncomfortable and triggered by random situations that you can't seem to let go of. If you're experiencing these signs, then you can be sure of a spiritual awakening. So guys, what do you think of this video? Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Stay tuned on this channel and see you in the next video.
Many problems that human beings are suffering is simply because we have lost that awareness as to how to be in sync with the many forces. If you become in rhythm with life, you will also wake up somewhere after 3 a.m.
At that time, you should sit up and do whatever process you have been initiated for. It will bear maximum fruit.
In the way the planet is spinning and what is happening, something very fundamental changes somewhere between 3:20 to 3:40. This is called Brahma Muhurtam.
This is relevant only up to 33 degrees latitude. Your system, human system, functions in a certain way. It is a possibility. So, there has been an awareness about making use of this possibility.
Your life is a product of many things that we call as the universe, many things that we call as existence. So we are a consequence of a certain phenomenal happening that we call as cosmos. We are not an individual existence. So when you get in sync, certain things will happen. You know, there's a cicadas in where we are in Tennessee, the US ashram. They wake up once in 17 years. Can you beat it? They know it is 17 years and they come awake and they breathe and they go back to sleep. They keep in time once in 17 years. No alarm bell anywhere. Well, how is this? I'm saying they're in sync with nature. We have lost sync with nature and we think that is our nature. No. All the many ailments, many problems that human beings are suffering is simply because we have lost that awareness as to how to be in sync with the many forces which are making us who we are. So yoga is to bring that sync so that you are in rhythm with life. If you become in rhythm with life, you will also wake up somewhere just after 3 a.m. If you're conscious, suddenly a certain spark of aliveness will happen within you. Even if you're in deep sleep, you will come awake. This must happen to you. This means you're falling in sync with it. You're falling in sync with life.
So what should I do? Should I meditate? Should I do a kriya? Doesn't matter what. You must do a process for which you have been initiated for. Because initiation means you were not just taught a practice, it was introduced into your system. It was implanted in your system. So whatever, if there is a life seed within you, if you're awake at Brahma Muhurtam and sit for whatever that practice is, it bears maximum fruit because of the way the planet is behaving in relation to your system. If you become aware in a certain way, a certain level of awareness is achieved within you, you will see, you will simply know when the time is. If you go to bed at the right time, you don't have to look at your watch. You will always know when it is 3:40, because the body will behave in a different way.